Physical activity and exercise. What's the difference? Which one's which? Who am I? So, with physical activity and exercise, we do have some specific definitions. We'll get into those in a bit. Let's kind of more discuss you and what you might do. So let's say you are a person who wakes up in the morning and does a bit of cleaning, does a bit of housework to get some chores done early on, goes to the shower, gets ready, gets dressed, runs downstairs, waits for the bus, get to work. We're a construction worker. We go and carry heavy things and move them around. We go up like flights of stairs to make an office block, let's say. So we're carrying big bits of wood and we're sealing tiles and metal scraps and things like that up and down. We're physically using tools, getting all knackered. We are moving around all day, walking up and down stairs. We go home and we go, oh, I didn't do any exercise today. I feel really bad. Now let's do a different perspective. They do the same thing. They walk to get ready, walk downstairs, get on the bus, go to the opposite office block of the person who's working on the new one. They go in, they sit down, they type up on the computer because they're a film editor. They're on the computer, typing loads, focusing on that, taking phone calls, organizing things. Like they're at their desk, they've got everything organized, beautiful, and then they go home and they get dressed and then they go to the gym, or they go for a run and they start doing their exercise, and then they get home and they go, I've been amazing because I've done my exercise. Now, both people might burn the same amount of calories. One might burn more than the other, and it's all dependent on physical activity and exercise. We're going to get into the definitions now. Physical activities, I've got them here. WHO, as in World Health Organization, describes physical activity as any bodily movement produced by the skeletal muscles that requires energy expenditure, including activities undertaken while working, playing, carrying out household chores, traveling, and engaging in recreational pursuits. So that's World Health Organization's definition on physical activities. The recommendation is that we're being physically active for 150 minutes per week. That's the UK recommendation. There might be different ones elsewhere. Generally, that's pretty good. To a moderate amount where we're feeling a little bit out of breath. Exercise. Exercise is a subset of physical activity that is planned, structured, and repetitive, and has a final or an intermediate objective: the improvement or maintenance of physical fitness. And that was done by ncbi.nml.nih.gov. But that's the definition that we were going to be utilizing today in our discussion. Physical activity, exercise. Technically, exercise is within that physical activity bracket because physical activity is just us being physically active. But I'd like us to change our mindset so we can realize whether we're actually being healthier than we already think we are. Let's go back to that first example, the construction worker. You get up, you get dressed, get on the bus, go to work, do loads of physical activity in relation to your job, where you're burning lots of calories, doing lots of labor work, having to be physically active, but the goal isn't to be fit and healthy. That might be the thing that keeps you fit and healthy and burns loads of calories, and then you're coming home, having some recovery, being nice and chill. Let's give an easier example. Cycling to work, cycling in a gym or at home. One is you are trying to achieve getting to work, and you just happen to be doing something that gets you hot and sweaty, makes your legs stronger, makes your cardio better, makes your heart stronger. It also gets you to work, and that's the important part. But you could drive to work not being physically active, sit on a bus not being physically active, teleport. We haven't got that yet. You want to think about the opposite side, exercise. We're exercising by cycling because you're trying to cycle. You might be cycling around your neighborhood or your area or from a different place because your focus is to be better at cardio, to have a healthier heart, and that is the goal. It's not just a byproduct of what you've been doing. Now, why on earth am I talking about this? Both are brilliant. Both will get you fitter and healthier. Both are important and integral to living a healthy, physically active lifestyle. If you're saying, I don't have time to exercise, oh, I wish I could go and do fitness and things in a different environment. I can go to the gym, but I'm just so tired. Or maybe we're in a position where we're not allowed to right now. Well, being in that situation, you don't have to worry about it as much if you know that you're being physically active. Did I walk to the shops or did I drive? Did I get a trolley that carried things instead of carrying it myself? You know, all of those physical activities that you can be doing that are a byproduct of achieving another goal, you won't even be thinking about the fact that you're getting fitter and healthier. You'll just do it. So, how can we actually apply this? Let's say we're gonna go back to this again. We're going to work, we're going to the shops, we're going around to someone's house that's around the corner to drop off some food and give them a wave. All of those things can be done in a physically active way. Is a shop close enough that you can be walking to that shop? That's what you want to be thinking about. What are tiny things you can replace that will help you slowly be more physically active, burn more calories per day, which is increasing your metabolism, that will keep you healthier and happier, and longevity. That's what we're really looking for. But that doesn't mean you don't want to focus on exercise. Exercise is here to make you better at achieving those physical activity goals. Let's say, oh, well, I can't walk because my legs aren't quite strong enough because I've got a hip issue, or, well, my muscles have atrophied. Okay, do some exercise to start off to have an easier build into that. You can do smaller amounts of physical activity, but by choice of going, well, I want to be better at being able to cycle to work. So I'm going to start off by going and cycling for 5 minutes instead of a half-hour cycle to work. So, to conclude, you're already probably being quite physically active and you weren't even aware of it. There are things you're doing that you weren't sure on that you're like, oh, actually, yeah, I am healthier than I was expecting. I want you to realize that. You're already being brilliant. You're probably doing chores and doing housework and washing dishes, or at least hopefully washing your clothes, because they might start smelling, and we don't want that. That's a bad thing. But we also want to do exercise to make that easier. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Please share this with a friend and get them to be physically active with you. Go to a shop together and hold the bags each and swap over so your fingers don't bleed. Enjoy your day. Bye.